Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Liam. Liam is from London in England, in the UK. So let's see what Liam has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Hiya,
Hello Liam, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview. Thank
No
you.
problem. No problem.
So how was your day today?
Very busy. I'm trying to juggle a lot of things at the moment, so very hectic days, never stopping.
Great. It's great to be busy. I love it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm much prefer being busy than sitting around having too much time on my hands because then you get bored.
Totally. So tell me where you're from, Liam.
I'm from London, East London, in England.
Born and raised?
Yep, born and bred. All my family's from here too, so we don't have any anywhere else. We're all from London.
So tell me, what was the best part of growing up in London, in your opinion?
You know what? With the time when I grew up, it was fun because we went out with our friends every day. We didn't really have as much social media as we do now in technology and stuff. So we had the opportunity to go out with our friends a lot, and everything's accessible. So living in London, that was easy for us because we could get anywhere in a bus and stuff like that. So having that fun and the freedom, to do a lot of things as a child, it was fun.
I see. And what do you do for living, Liam? For work?
So I'm a nursery manager. So I work with children. So children between 0 to 5 years.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about your job.
Yeah, so what I do is I manage a private day nursery. So it's children so parents bring their children from 6 months old till 5 years old when they go to school. And I manage the setting with the children and the staff. So the staff will be in the rooms of the children working on the development and stuff. And I kind of look for the development of the whole nursery. And so that's kind of my job, is to kind of run the whole ship basically.
Amazing.
It's a
Wow.
rewarding job. It's a very rewarding job, but it's very hard.
Yeah, I think work with children, can be challenging, but at the same time as well, I think it's a bless be around children.
It's a challenge, but it's a reward because you get to see children develop and you get to be a part of it. So you get to actually take part in them growing up and having an impact in their future. So it's fun. It's great.
Absolutely. Liam, before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, I would you like you to tell me something interesting about yourself?
Something interesting about myself. I once volunteered in an orphanage in Cambodia with children in Southeast Asia.
Tell me a little bit about the journey. How the opportunity came along?
So I was studying at university, and there was funding for a program. There was part funding for a program to go abroad and work in different countries and sort of experience the culture of childcare in another sort of environment. A lot of people chose to go to not third world countries. They actually went to Milan, France and stuff like that. But I wanted to try and do something a little bit different. I thought I wanted to see a complete different side of childcare. So I volunteered. So we spoke to an orphanage in Cambodia, and they said they was happy for us to come over. So we went and stayed over there for a month, and we was working with the children every day. And it was an amazing experience because it was so humbling, and we got to see children appreciate things, such small things giving them a coloring book was like Christmas for them. So it was a humbling, life-changing experience for me. So I'd say, yeah, it was definitely worth it for sure.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting for sure. My goodness. Yeah. Liam, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yep, I am.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Okay. From the fun questions. I'm just going to play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Okay, sure.
Let's do it. Liam, before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay, no problem.
First question for you is, what is something you always want to do but you are scared of?
Oh, jumping out of an airplane. I've always wanted to do it, but I just can't do it.
Do you think one day you're gonna do it?
Do you know what? Until last year I said I was never going to do water sports, and I did them last year. So there's always a chance.
Amazing. And do you like sports, like those kind of adventure sports or not?
You know what? I didn't. I've been growing to them a lot over the last year or so because I've been getting into my fitness and extra like sports and stuff. I've kind of found a new love for that kind of stuff, you know.
And how fitness came into your life?
So for me, I hit rock bottom. You know, I hit a point in my life where things were at the worst they could be, and I was unhappy. I was very unhealthy. I was overweight, and I just felt at the point of that it was make or break for me. And I have a really good friend who guided me through a big journey of mine. And you know, in that journey, I found a lot of love and passion for fitness and for building my own strength. And I was excited of what my body could do, and it became an addiction in itself. And that's when I just found there's so much love for the gym. You know, now it's not even it's just not a hobby. It's a hobby for me now. It's something I love doing. You know, so it takes a lot of the routine out of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a therapy. Going to the gym is a therapy.
It is its own form of therapy. Yeah, definitely.
Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Liam from London. Next question is, what is one thing you can't live without?
Oh, my phone.
Tell me how, why?
I mean, because everything I do is on my phone at the moment, you know, so all my, you know, my TikToks and all my accounts and stuff are running on my phone. I would like to have a bit more time away from my phone, but I physically cannot function without it. You know, even for work and things like that. My life involves looking at my phone, and if I didn't have my phone, I wouldn't be able to do any of the things that I do. So it's like I rely on it too much, but it's not good. It's not healthy. But yeah, I do rely on my phone way too much.
How long can you go without check your phone?
Even now is a struggle. So yeah, like I always want to check on my content, see how it's doing and stuff, but it is hard to go more than like 10, 15 minutes without looking at my phone. Unless I'm in the gym. The only time I'm not looking at my phone is in the gym.
I'm exactly the same. I mean, I used my phone a lot because of the show, so I'm always working on my phone, but at the same time as well, at the gym, I don't use my phone at all. I just put the music, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't get distracted, because I know if I go there, I'm gonna find something to do and it's gonna distract me. So it's the only time that I'm focused.
Exactly, yeah.
And which platform on social media you use the most?
At the moment, it's TikTok and Instagram.
And why TikTok?
So I started making TikToks because I'm trying to like build my own fitness brand, and I thought the best way to start is to like build myself a brand as a person first, sort of get myself out there, build contacts and stuff. So I went to TikTok and I took off like quite quickly, so it was quite good for me, and I'm still growing every day, so it's nice. It's a nice journey to be on.
Amazing, very good. Next question, let's do it. All right. Before the next question, tell me what you like the most about your job, and also the flip side, what is the most challenging part?
So my day-to-day job, yeah?
Yeah.
So the most rewarding thing is seeing the progress. So, you know, when you go into a workplace and it's struggling and the staff are unhappy, the children are unhappy, the parents are unhappy, and you spend a lot of time working on it and you turn building on it. It's seeing that change and it's seeing that progress, you know, seeing what you're doing is actually taking an impact, because, you know, it shows that hard work and all those hours you're putting in is actually making an impact in what is happening. So I'd say that is the most rewarding part, and seeing the children's development and seeing the parents smile at the end of every day. But I'd say the most challenging part is maintaining everything and staying on top, because you know, in this job in the job that I do, it's hard to maintain everything because you have so many daily like things to do. So it's managing your time, it's being able to have really good time efficient management. But for me, I'm not great at managing my time. So I'd say that's the biggest challenge for me in my job, is managing my time.
I see. Okay. Next question is, do you think your priorities have changed since you were younger?
Yeah, 100%.
Tell me how.
When I was younger, I thought all I wanted to do was be rich and famous and, you know, rule the world and things like that. But as I've grown up and I've seen the world, it's like I see it more as I want to do something to help. I want to do something to create change in the world rather than focus on my own selfish goals. Like, you know, I have my own goals for my own well-being and stuff as well, but I don't look at the world and say, what can I just do for myself? I want to see a world where I can do something for someone else as well.
Do you have siblings as well?
Yeah, I have 4 brothers.
Exactly.
4 brothers, yeah.
You are the youngest, the oldest?
I'm the second eldest.
Wow. And are you very close to your brothers? There are a lot of difference between both of you guys, or they are very similar?
We're very different, all of us. Very different. I am like the stray one of the family. Everybody, we all get along. We have similarities, but we have very big. We all different people. We chose different career paths. We chose different, lifestyles, and so we are very different. But we all get along very well, though.
I see. All right. Ready for another question?
Yep.
Let's do it. Next one. All right. Next question is, what makes you a unique person?
I think my mind is different. My mind works differently to most people. I think what makes me unique is all my flaws and my features. I have ADHD and Asperger's, and it does change me different to most people. But the best thing about it is it makes me uniquely who I am, and it gives me the imagination and in like lifestyle that I live. So.
Saying that, Liam, let's tell me what's the best part of being yourself, and also what's something that you find challenging, something that you could choose or you are improving on it.
So the best part about being me,
yeah,
like the best part of being myself. I think I am happy with the amount of ways I'm able to help people at the moment. So like. The best part about me is I'm able to actually have conversations with people and guide them in ways and show them things. So I actually be able to have that actual impact on people is great. One of the things I don't like about me is I get in my own head a lot, and I want, I see myself failing, and I don't give myself credit, and I don't give myself a break for things, and I take things very to heart, So I think that's one thing I don't like about myself.
And why is that? Why do you have this way of giving yourself a hard time regarding that?
I think because I've been put down a lot in my life, so it's hard to believe in myself when there's so many people haven't believed in me in my life, I'm not talking about my family and my friends, they've always had, but I've had a lot of people put me down in my life,
I see. And do you think that it's, for example, talking to you and seeing your videos on TikTok and, the way you express yourself, you come across a confident person. Do you think it's because of this challenge journey that you had in the past?
Yeah, I would say I do look confident a lot on my videos. I mean, I'm not like the most in face-to-face, but the confidence has come from over time of, of these experiences that I've had in my life, and have kind of made me stronger as a person, and it's helped me take that level of confidence. And I've been through so much in my life that I have the ability to do more for other people now.
I see. All right, next one, let's do it. Tell me something. What is the big inspirations for you to create your your TikTok videos? I could see that you talk a lot about positive message. Also, I could see your dog as well sometimes. So tell me, what does inspiration come from?
The inspiration for me comes from the amount of pain that I've had to go through on my own. So like in my life, I've had to deal with so many things that I wish that if someone had had this advice for me that I could give for them. So that's kind of my inspiration to try and do that myself.
I'm gonna ask you a tough question. If you have the superpower of, knowing the person you are today and, those hard times, challenging time that you had in the past, tell me, if you had the superpower of erasing that period of your life, would you do it or would you keep it, knowing the person you are today?
I think I would erase some parts. If I could erase selective parts, maybe. But if I had to take away everything, then no, because even though it damaged me, it made me a much better person. So I think I would keep it all, actually, because even though I struggled a lot and I went through a lot of pain, I still have this with me to help now. So it makes my heart warmer to help others. So I don't think I'll take it away.
And those. What's the biggest positive let's say, experience you took out of that, I don't know, challenging, hurtful journey you had in the past?
The biggest lesson that I've ever had in life is to love, like, not to put yourself aside, to focus on yourself and to love yourself and find happiness within yourself before you find happiness in someone else. Because when you neglect your own happiness, it comes back on you, and when you don't realize it, everything catches up to you. And if you can't be happy by yourself, then you shouldn't be happy with anybody. You have to focus on your own happiness first, and that would be the biggest lesson I've ever learned in life.
Do you believe that happiness is a choice?
I don't think happiness is a choice. I think it's hard because feelings, we don't choose how we feel, but we can control the environments to which create these feelings. I think that we can put ourselves in situations which will make us happier, and we'll put ourselves in situations which will make us sadder. So, it's looking at these situations and how can you put yourself in a situation which will lead to that happiness, and taking steps for yourself that could make you happy. But you don't get to choose, because I could be happy, but some days I'm not. So you don't get to choose that.
Of course. I think if we would be happy every single day, we wouldn't learn anything and we'd get bored.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So it's good to have those challenging times as well. Not easy, but they are necessary as well somehow.
Yeah.
Next question. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, what do you think are the best traits for a person to have?
Respect. I think respect, and then I'm talking in general context, not just for the partner, but for people in general. Like, respect for others, when you're out in public and you're in a restaurant, like just common respect. Loyalty as well. Being loyal, not necessarily just in a relationship. I mean, in loyalty, like being someone that you can count on, being reliable as a person, and just genuine honesty. Like, you don't have to be agreeing with everything everyone says all the time, but be genuine and honest. And I think those are the biggest traits that I look for, that anyone looks for in a person.
Okay, great. Next question. Let's do it. For the next question, as you mentioned at the beginning of the interview regarding your adventure in Cambodia, tell me, when you think about that experience, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Oh, it was the children's faces when so what we said, we did a little class. We were doing little classes with the children, and on our last day, they had a surprise for us. So they made us all these pictures. And it was just the children's faces when we walked into the room, and you could see how happy they was, and they were so happy, excited to give us these gifts that they had made for us with the stuff that we'd given them, like the crayons and pens and stuff. And it was just seeing their faces, like the smiles on their faces. I think that was the most life-changing experience I've ever had, and seeing those faces was enough to realize that I wanted to do so much more to help.
All right. Next question is, do you have a unique ability that you think nobody has or you never met before?
No, I don't think I have anything that nobody has. I think, I have stuff that makes me unique, but I don't have anything specifically unique to me,
See, okay. Right, I have 3 questions left for you, Liam. Let's do it. Next question is, do you have any pet peeves?
Pet peeves?
Yes.
Something that annoys me. Arrogance. Being overly confident, Like, being confident is great, but arrogance is definitely something that, when confident becomes cockiness, it's a little bit hard.
Tell me what do you like the most about living in London?
Easy transport. Like, commutable, that's it. I can't say much else.
And the most challenging part, in our opinion?
The people, like the crime and the danger of it, like you're not feeling safe where you live. So,
okay, 2 questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, work with children, I strongly believe that, you know, you are teaching them, and at the same time as well, you are learning a lot every single day. Tell me through your career a moment that you've learned something with a child or a situation that you go like, you know what? That's something that's always going to have a special place in my heart.
So something like I learned a valuable lesson from sort of what I did.
Yeah, any situation you had in your job that you go like, oh, that's something very valuable for me.
I think so. We did like a training thing for like children and 2-year-olds and stuff like that, and it was a poem that, you know, that had been written like about the 2-year-old's mind, and how, you know, when adults do things for them, they get them dressed quickly, they rush them out the door, they rush them around, and it was a thing about how we don't, you know, we hold children back because we're always in a rush, and to slow down and give children a chance. And it stuck with me more forever, because I was like, you know, in my job I was always, we was rushing children, oh, let's get ready to go here, go there, and we don't stop to give them time to just be children, you know. So it was the biggest lesson I learned from that, because then I was able to take that with me and make sure that I put that into the nursery wherever I work, you know.
I see. Okay. Next question is, what motivates you the most in life?
My family, I think. You know, because I see my family, like, you know, for my mum, I'd say my mum mostly, because she's the person that I'm working to help, you know, like she's done so much in her life for me that she motivates me to be the best I can so I can take care of her. So she has done for me.
Is your mom the person that you are more close to in your family?
Yeah.
What's the biggest similarity between both of you and the biggest difference?
The biggest similarity is we're both very anxious. So we get, you know, we look at situations the same way. So she'll panic about a situation and I'll panic about the same thing. So we share the kind of level of anxiety level. So that was definitely a very, very strong similarity.
And the difference?
Difference. I would say I'm very loud. I love my music. You know, I'm quite. But my mom is quite a reserved, quiet person. You know.
I see. Okay. Ready for the last one?
Yep.
Last question. Let's do it. For the last question, people watching the interview right now, they would like to start a career, you know, as a teacher, work with children. What would be your best piece of advice?
Take it slow. Don't rush to get to the top, because there is a lot of people want to just be the best, and they can be straight away. But learn a lot as you go, and don't think that you know everything. Just absorb a bit of information you get, and take any advice that you get. And yeah, like I said, take it slow and look for the right place before you settle down.
All right. Last question for you is, what makes you laugh out loud?
What makes me laugh out loud? Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't laugh that much. I think just my friends, you know, like my friends and my family. Like that's like we have such good relations that we're always laughing, you know, when we're having conversations. I think interactions with people is what, you know, makes me laugh out loud. I'm a very like people person.
I see. All right. It's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Money.
So, cash.
Family.
Mum.
One word for love.
Adore.
Life.
Death.
Sex.
Love.
Politics.
Government.
Religion.
Faith.
One word for fear.
Scare.
One word for friendship.
Companionship.
Desire.
Lust.
Regret.
Miss.
Success.
Failure.
One word for wish.
Want.
Happiness.
Sadness.
One word for London.
Busy.
One word for England.
Cloudy.
And one word, if you could define in one word all your inspirational videos on TikTok, what would be? Just one word to define them.
One word to define all my
Yeah.
evidence. What evidence? Because the evidence is that you can do it. You can change.
Absolutely. Okay, let's pretend I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and
Yeah.
I'm going to ask your best friend, what is the most beautiful thing about Liam, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your best friend would say?
My best friend would say that I will do anything for anyone. That I'm very kind-hearted, I'm caring, and that I will literally give anything to anybody who wanted it. The thing that he'd say I need to work on is chasing people that don't want me, and running around like chasing girls and things like that. He would say that I don't now. I've calmed down, but there was a stage.
If that's the same question to your mom, would be the same answer?
I think my mum would say the best thing about me is that even after I've grown up, all I've wanted to do is take care of her. I've always been by her side, and we've always had the closest relationships. I think my mum would say that about me, is that I'm very caring and loving, and out of all of my brothers, I've always been the one who's always tried to take care of her. And she would say that the annoying thing about me is the same thing that my friend would say, for sure, no doubt. You wouldn't have to think twice for that one.
I'm sure your best friend, your mom, must know you very well.
They do. They definitely do.
Let's play now, Liam and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it. There you go. I got some moves from you in the end.
Yeah, there was no dance. I couldn't hear the music, but I was just... Well.
So tell me, you can ask me a question now, Liam.
What was your biggest inspiration in life to do what you do?
Oh, wow. Okay, I think the biggest inspiration for me to do the show every single day, it's about people. It's about to see different people around the world, to see how they live their lives. At the same time as well, we are so different, but at the same time as well, we are very similar. I think you have so much things to share in life, and sometimes when we are facing some challenging times, we think that we are alone. There's nobody else is facing the same thing. Actually, seeing other people talking about other things, like about being vulnerable, like you open up about your tough time in the past.
Yeah.
For sure, people appreciate that because they realize that they're not alone out there. There are so many people sharing the same experience, not just challenging, but great times as well. I think when we share great times as well, people they connect with us. They go like, oh, actually, I've been in this place before,
Yeah.
And I think that's what inspired me the most, is knowing that every interview I do, there's always an interesting person. There's always something they're gonna share. It could be the same questions, but they always have a different answer. And people, I think, is fascinating. I think you have no idea. As soon as I press the button here and I see my guest for the very first time, I go like, wow, that's the best part of the show for me, because I'm literally connect with my guest and let them connect with other people as well. And I think that's the best part of the show. That's what the biggest inspiration for me.
Well, it's great. I think it's an amazing thing. Even for me to come on and talk about things is quite. I find it quite tough talking about certain situations, and it's still some stuff is fresh for me. So it's lovely to come and talk to somebody and actually have a good chat.
Thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time. Did you enjoy the interview?
I did. I loved it. It was great.
Thanks so much. Before you go, Liam, if you can share a positive message, something that you live by.
Okay. Well, it's something that I live by quite often, and it's falling in the water doesn't drown you. It's staying in the water that drowns you. So if you fall down, it's okay. If you make a mistake, it's okay. But it's staying in that place that will kill you. It's staying there. So if you're there, just get up and keep going.
Amazing. Thanks so much. Thanks for the interview. It was a pleasure to have you on the show.
Worries.
Okay?
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first subscribe to our channel, and after that just go to our website www.williamandthemagicbox.com and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.